Family gatherings aren't complete without a hearty meal made with love. Most of the food can be amazing but still be healthy and nutritious. From burgers to pizzas to baked goods, there's always a way to make it beneficial to our bodies. Well, Chef Jabu Ndimande is on a mission to prove that healthy eating does not need to be bland and boring. Well, to promote healthy living, she offers healthy cuisine cooking classes. She also promotes a healthy lifestyle that does not rob you of your favorites. Well, this morning she joins us now to tell us more about her culinary journey and how healthy food can be fun. Good morning, Jabu. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning.
Talk to us about your culinary journey. Where did this love for cooking start and this love for food?
Well, you know, when you have something that you love and passionate about, sometimes it takes other people to just point it out to you occasionally. So it was just me cooking for my family and being creative with the meals I cook for them, loving healthy food and coming from that angle as well. It was making healthy food interesting and not so much obvious like most people perceive it as. So my husband then kept on saying, you know, when I watch you cook, you become alive, you have a spark, you light up. So many people will benefit from what you make for us. So why don't you take this out there?
Yeah.
So because it's something that came natural, you tend to look down upon it. You think, it's just food, you know, until we gained that confidence to take it out there and make a difference in the people we're serving. So that's where it started, and that's how it's rolling even now.
Talk to us about the kind of meals that, you know, that you make, your favorites. You know, what's your signature dish?
Well, anything healthy for me, anything fresh produce.
Right.
You know, I like working with vegetables and fruits, anything that's seasonal, because once it's in season, you stand a good chance of finding quality ingredient of that particular ingredient you're dealing with. So what I also love doing with that is, for example, you get people saying, I'm on diet, I'm not eating a burger, but they feel like a burger.
Yeah.
So what I believe in is, don't rob yourself of that. You feel like a burger, have a burger, but have a healthy burger.
Right.
Instead of a white bun, have a low GI seeded bun. Instead of deep fried chicken patty, have a grilled chicken patty. Instead of drenching your burger in sauces, make your own sauce with Greek yogurt, put a bit of honey, put a bit of mustard. Just make it creative, make it healthy for you, because at the end of the day, you have to enjoy what you eat. Food is meant to be enjoyed. We're not supposed to hold back or just close our eyes or just cringe before we eat. We have to enjoy our food, but we have to be creative about it. We have to make it look healthy. We have to make it taste good so that we remember what we're eating. And we always have that feeling. You know, food gives you a certain feeling, and you need not to rob yourself of that as well.
And how do you also eat healthy without breaking the bank?
Well, like I said, seasonal produce. Anything that's in season, it's much cheaper than what you go for that's out of season. For example, if you want strawberries that are not in season, they're imported. Obviously, they'll cost you an arm and a leg. But if you check, what can I get from strawberries that I can be able to use that's in season currently? There's many things you can get off that. Also, it's just a matter of educating ourselves. What fruits do we have in South Africa? What vegetables do we have? What advantages can I take of that? So without you spending so much money buying food, use what's in season, take advantage of that. Be creative also. You know, if you've cooked a potato yesterday, do something else with it today. Combine it with something that will not overpower it, but enhance it, so that you get to have what you were looking for when you first had a meal in mind.
You also have cooking classes. Tell us a little bit about those.
So our cooking classes are an experience, you know. Whenever we hold cooking classes, our vision and our passion is that we don't just teach you how to start and complete a meal, but we teach you from the amount of oil you used. Why do you use oil when you cook? When you're cooking meat, you don't need oil. But on instances where you need oil, a teaspoon of it is enough, because it's just to coat the pan so that whatever you put, it doesn't get burned. It's not for you to hear the sound of oil. Once you start hearing that, you know, I might have used a lot. So it breathes from that whatever we do, let's have an understanding. Why are we doing it? When we see an amazing recipe on social media, ask yourself, is this beneficial to my health? If they say a quarter cup of oil, why do I need a quarter cup of oil? So for us, it's not just to teach you to have a good meal at the end, but we teach you the basics of why do you do what you do, so that even if you cook another meal, you can use the same technique that we've taught you.
Where does that notion of using half a cup of oil come from? I'm also guilty of that. I'm sitting here thinking, I've never even used a teaspoon of oil. I use a lot more.
I think because most people believe that the flavor in food comes from oil and the flavor in food comes from different things. The flavor of a meal comes from an ingredient that you are using.
Right.
So if you are cooking chicken curry, let's taste chicken, not spices with chicken. So let's find out what spices can enhance my chicken, so that when I eat my chicken, like for example, when we do makeup, we don't want you to see someone else than us. You see us, then you compliment a makeup.
Yeah.
So when we cook, compliment a chicken, then, oh, what spices did you use here? You know, so it's a matter of understanding. Let's respect our ingredients. Let's love our ingredients. Let's treat them with respect. And when we do that, they'll give us exactly what they ought to give us.
How do you achieve that? You know, taste the spices, taste the chicken, not the spices. Because I mean, you know how the thing that, you know, we cook until, you know, you put enough spices until the ancestors say no, you know what I mean? So there's no measuring going around, and we grew up with that we didn't necessarily see our parents measure, you know, it's a feeling. You know, how do you achieve that without, you know, so that you can taste the chicken with not the spices in the end?
Well, I think also it's a matter of what concept are you coming from when you're cooking? What do you want to achieve? It's very important that you think your meal through before you start, you know, and also understand that how you eat and what you eat is your responsibility. Like, for example, there's a saying, you are what you eat.
Right.
Really, we are what we eat. If ever our bodies would lie to us, we would not see what we eat, but we become what we eat. Not only some people, they eat and the body doesn't show, but the organs, they are the recipients of what exactly you put in your mouth. So treat yourself with respect. Part of self-love is putting in your mouth what will benefit you, not for today. Food is not just only for you to enjoy, but it's meant to be something that benefits your body, like petrol. A car needs petrol, so we can't stuff the car with petrol. It only takes a certain amount that it needs. And once it comes down, we can feel that, okay, now we're going to quarter tank. Now I'm about to be hungry. Now it's time for me to snack. Not to have a meal, but to snack. So even when we cook, it's a matter of coming from that point of view that I want to eat chicken. So let me eat chicken and let me use anything that will enhance my chicken. So if our mothers were not measuring, yes, you don't have to measure, but have in mind, I'm having chicken, not spices with chicken.
So first time I hear that, we learn something new every day. We're looking at that. What is that? Is a beef fillet with mushroom sauce?
So that's beef fillet with mushroom sauce, asparagus, and a creamy mashed potato.
Oh, is that a creamy mashed potato?
Yes.
Is that what you would make on a Sunday afternoon like
That's
this?
what I would make for a Sunday afternoon. But during the week, if I want to make it, because at home during the week we try to stay away from carbs, I would make my mash then with cauliflower.
All right.
So that will be a cauliflower mash.
All right. You know what? I learned something new, Chef Jabu. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Most welcome.
Thank you for enlightening us. Chef Jabu Ndimande is talking to us some of the tips of how to heal without, you know, how to eat healthy without too many regrets. Well,
and how do we make healthy food more affordable? Because, wow.
You know what? I think that is just something that we've come to understand, that healthy food is expensive. But when you look at it, fruit and veggies, they're cheaper than meat. You know?
But you can't make a meal of fruit and veggies.
Okay.
On vegetables only.
Yeah.
On vegetables.
You
can.
Don't even, that's vegetables only. Look at that. That's beautiful. But also...
Okay, you're talking about vegetarian. I'm talking about a normal meal.
So vegetarian is not normal.
You look at your cheaper cuts of meat, you know. You've got white meat, you've got red meat, chicken is cheaper, pork is cheaper. red meat beef is cheaper than lamb, you know. You look at all those. Also,
but I guess steaming and grilling is the best bet, right?
It's the best cooking method also,
Okay.
one of the best cooking methods
Right,
also.
right.
So that also will make you have an interesting, healthy meal without breaking your pocket. But healthy eating is not expensive.
All right, let's say goodbye.
Yeah,
We have to
I
say
think we
goodbye.
should.
Now
I
we're
think we
really
should.
hungry. Thank you, Chef Jabu. You've made us so hungry.